Hello, welcome to episode 12 of the DevLog series, titled Shame, because I haven't done much at all. It's a low motivation week and very busy, but I did make sure, open it up, have a little fly around, keep it all in my head, think a little bit about the story. So this is going to be a really quick episode, and it's already 9 o'clock at night. Normally I record these in the morning, but I've just been too busy. So what we have is we have the guard. He's here now, the LRO guard, Labantoon Research Outpost, LRO, and he will say, "It's no good, you can't distract me, you're not coming in, go away." And that's all he says. Okay, so I think what we're going to do, I've tried thinking, and I think we're just maybe going to have some TNT here. It seems a bit close, though. I wouldn't mind putting it a bit further away. So it might go in the campsite in Teotihuacan over there. So that's going to be the campsite for the boss of the LRO, and we'll have a campsite here because I think Dr. Muchin's going to come and visit. Maybe we can use him to do some translating and stuff. So I think he's going to come and visit at some point and set up camp here. That's something that's in my head. And I've made these new blocks. So now in each of these little altars we have a block. This is a big black circle with a little white bit in the middle. I'm going to call this one Star. And we can see we've got 4 green dots, and the second one is slightly brighter. Over here, I don't know, this myth, we've just got the darkness. I think this one will be darkness. And maybe we'll have some sort of like creation myth. Like a little, sort of like a 4-line long. At first, there was only darkness, and we've got this one is number 1, only darkness. And then the stars came out, and that's number 2. And over here, we have, the sun. The sun is number 3. So you might not recognize these just by looking at them, but I think if you're given the words darkness, star, sun, and over in Teotihuacan in the Temple of the Moon. Oh, it had to be really far away, didn't it? Here we go. And after the sun came the first night with the first full moon. I think if you had those 4 symbols and those 4 words, darkness, star, sun, full moon, I think you'll be able to work them out. And each one, you'll see. So we had first one lit up for the darkness, we had the second one lit up for the star, the third one for the sun, and the fourth one for the moon. So that's giving us a sort of order. We've got darkness, star, sun, moon. I'm thinking I wouldn't mind clicking on these and they slide open and maybe there's an item inside. And then that makes me think, well, surely if tourists have been here, someone would have touched it and it would have opened. So I'm thinking maybe I want an item, like a remote control, an ancient power pack, an ancient battery, and if you're holding it and you use it on the altar, then the altar opens. Up here, what I think I'm going to do is this is going to slide back, and lightning rods are going to slide out to make a little holder that we can put our glass lens on. And then once we've got the corner, we can see that this is a door. I mean, you come in here and go, there's something special about that, especially in Minecraft, because it's so much bigger than everything. Actually, at the moment, it's just nothing. You can walk through it. It's pointless. And here we have our symbols again. And I'm thinking what we'll do is we'll have a different item for each symbol. And darkness was first, so we sort of we throw an item on there. And then it was sort of the star, so we throw an item on the star. And then throw one on the sun and throw one on the moon. And if you get the right items on the right things in the right order, possibly getting a bit too complicated, we don't want to go crazy. I think for a first map, it's probably best to make the puzzles maybe on the too easy side, because then people will complete it. They'll get to experience the whole story, and then they can always say, hey, no, it's all right, but, puzzles were a bit too easy, which is probably better than people just going, oh, I'm stuck. I have no idea what to do. I don't like it. And then they don't finish it. And if they do leave a comment, then the comment's going to be something like, the puzzle's too hard, don't bother. So I think I'm going to go for too easy. So it might just be a case, maybe I just put a button above each one, and you just go, press that button, press this button, and you just press them in order. And the thing I didn't like about that is, again, it's how come no one else has discovered this? Surely, in all the time that people have been here exploring, someone would have pressed those buttons in the right order. And I thought, well, maybe when you press a button, it lights up here. So you press, and these have to be in the right order from 1 to 4. I'm thinking, do I just completely abandon realism? I mean, it's a Minecraft game. We don't need realism. It just felt a bit strange because there would have been lots of archaeologists and lots of tourists. And if you press a button here and it goes ka-chunk and the symbol appears on the ceiling, I mean, they're going to play around until something happens, aren't they? And there's not that many combinations. They would just do it until it worked. So I'm not sure. I think it might be a case of dumping realism because it's holding me back, to be honest. I'm just sitting here going, yeah, that's a puzzle. I could do that. And I could have knocked it up. And then I just thought, well, but, someone else might have discovered it beforehand. What's the excuse that they didn't? And then I don't do anything. I don't make anything on the map. I just sit there thinking, oh. So I might just dump the realism. I think it's a bit pointless anyway. Anyway, then they can open this. They can go into this room. We're going to knock this wall through. It's turned into an episode of Grand Designs or some house program. We're going to knock this wall through and expand the living room into the kitchen area. And then our light's going to shine down onto our crystal skull. The light beams will come out of its eyes. They will shine on the wall pattern that we talked about last time. That will give us the puzzle or the puzzle answer for Talum. And then we go underground. So that is pretty much all I've done, really. That's it. I logged on a couple of times and just did a little bit and just chilled out making the graphics for the buttons or for the altar blocks. Better that than thinking, I haven't got any ideas. I won't even bother opening Minecraft. Start small. It's like tidying your room, isn't it? If you're going to tidy your room, instead of thinking I've got to do it all right now in one go, just get up and pick up a sock. Or a shoe or something. And then slowly you might do more. See, I only logged on. I thought I'll open it. And I logged on. And I thought, I don't know what to do. And I thought, okay, let's just make a block. And I ended up making all the little altar blocks. And then I thought, I'll put the man in at the same time. So I got more done than I expected to. But as the episode is titled Shame, I did not, that's my bum. I did not get as much done as I wanted. But it's been a busy week, so that's my excuse. I'm putting that out there as my excuse. It's been a busy week. So next week, hopefully not as busy, and I'm going to see if we can get some more done. I think put some interaction entities on top of those, that one just behind my head, that one down there, that one that's hiding over in the corner, and the one on the Moon Temple. Put an interaction entity on top of those things so I can interact with it, even if it's just a message. Like, you right-click on it and it says, oh, this looks like a moon. Oh, this looks like a shining point in the darkness. That sort of thing. And then I might sort of do more and make it slide open. And I think the decision that's going to work best for me is let's dump realism completely. We don't need it. And it's just making me go, I need to explain everything that happens. No, I don't. We just need to enjoy the map. We just need to sort of enjoy the story of walking around and exploring. It doesn't have to be real. I don't even know why I sort of got my head stuck in that fact. So that's it. A very short one today. And now I'm here. This is silly because I'm absolutely shattered. I'm very, very tired and need to go to bed. But now I'm back in here, and I've said that to myself. And I've said, okay, let's just dump realism. Let's get on with making something. I almost feel like I want to go, I'm going to go and put those interaction entities on there now. I shouldn't. It's getting late. I really need to sleep. I feel my eyes just drooping down. That's what it feels like. Hopefully they're not, because that'd just be kind of creepy. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there, or I will just ramble on. As I said, I'm tired, and who knows what sort of random stuff I'm going to say. Anyway, take care of yourself. If you've got any ideas, please, chuck them down in the comments and stuff. Always helpful. Anyway, take care of yourselves. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.